I have words. I have words. Is my headset dead? I have words. I don't understand why this is suddenly not happening. Hello? Okay. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. That's really messed up. I now know what happened. Wow. That's a jerk. What a jerk. Alright, hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. Windows kept asking me to give it permission to know my location, and I kept saying no. I kept saying no, and because of that, it wasn't letting me do things. That is not very nice. Okay. Alright, I can't hear the music though, so let's see. Alright, let's see. Ah, why can't I hear the music? What? Wait a minute. It's connected to something else. File output. How the heck? Wow. Okay. Connected. Let's see. I have to redo this. Okay. Now, are you? Let's see. Can I hear you? I cannot hear you. What happened? What happened? Why can't I hear you? I can't hear music. I can't hear you. Were you muted for somehow? This is wild. This is absolutely wild. You guys can't hear my stream music either. You guys can't hear Pretzel. You guys can't hear it. It shows that it's playing, but you can't hear it. I'm going to disconnect from Discord and I'm gonna come back in. I wonder if I have to refresh everything. Because Windows had an update yesterday. Okay. Oh no. Wow. Why is this? Okay, let's try this again. Hello? Yeah, I still can't hear you, man. What the heck? And Discord looks like Discord can't hear you either. What the heck? What happened? What? Why is this happening? I'm gonna toggle the options. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so I can hear you now, but yeah, but Discord still can't hear you. I toggled the settings, but Discord still can't hear you. I mean, Discord, oh my gosh. Chat still can't hear you, so you are not coming through the chat for some reason. You know, this worked yesterday, and I think it's really unfair that it's not working now. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to see. Let me look at voice chat. Okay, it should work now, I hope.
Hello, hello.
It is! Oh, wow. Okay, you lit up, and then Discord also lit up. Okay.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I can't
heard
hear you
on
for
stream.
some reason.
What? You can't
All
hear
right,
me?
let's find out why.
Am I coming through on stream?
Wow. Some amazing troubleshooting. Okay, let's see. Discord could hear you, but I cannot. I mean, Discord, oh my gosh. Guys, I'm sleep deprived, apparently. Let's see. Why can't I hear you? Why can't I hear you? All right, my mic in. Is correct. At least it should be. You still cannot hear Pretzel. I think my upgrade broke. I wasn't even trying to upgrade because I also cannot hear the stream music. Let's see. Okay. Now you guys can hear stream music. Apparently all of my settings got reset. Okay, so let's see here. All of my settings got reset. Perfect. Okay. Wow. Okay. I still cannot hear Narsham.
The stream can hear me though.
Okay. But you guys can hear me though, so that's at least nice. Let's see. What is happening? File output. No. Audio. Audio output. Okay, let's do that again. Yeah, I still can't hear anything. Wow.
Can you hear me? Nope. So no audio from me.
Let's see. You can still hear me, so that's good. File output audio. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna take a break from trying to figure it out, but I can't hear Narsham, so that's a problem. That is a problem. And I'm not sure why I cannot hear Narsham.
Well, everything is showing up on the stream now.
Yeah, you're lighting up.
Yeah, can you hear me?
And Discord's lighting up, but I cannot hear you. Is my headset dead? Is my headset dead? Let's see if my headset's dead.
No, if you can hear other things, probably not.
Needs assistance. Okay, my headset. Why does it need assistance? Why? We are doing so much gaming right now, it's great. See, I didn't test any of this because I woke up and I scarfed dinner down and that was it. I did not have a chance to do any of this, and it was also working yesterday, so like what? Oh, wait a minute. Oh shoot, wait a minute. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. This is disabled in my sound system? Oh, but it's not. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Sound settings. Sound. I don't know. What the heck is happening? Give me a second here. I'm thinking. I went quiet for a moment. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. I have an idea of what's going on. Hold on.
Welcome back. Nah. Welcome back. Nah. Welcome back. No.
Alright, now it's time to talk.
Yo.
Say something.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? No.
Okay. Ooh, I fixed it. Okay. Okay. Oh,
It's
but
working now?
yeah. Except my stream music isn't playing. That's great. Okay. Alright. Like one more thing to figure out. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
No way.
Okay. Oh, I can hear. Can I hear music now? Let's see. Is this the game music stuff? Oh, that might be game. I think that's the game. I can't hear the music yet. Let's see. Mia's dying of hunger in the other room. It's great.
Oh, should I help? Let's see.
Oh no, I'm. I can hear her making starvation sounds. It's kind of hilarious.
There we
Wait.
go.
What? Oh! Oh, I love it. I love it. Anna is a munchkin because she eats so much. It's so silly. She eats like 4 cans a day. It's unbelievable, bro. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Wow. I'm being a burposaurus. Ooh, there it is. There's the music. There's the music. Wow.
It's working now?
Yeah. I just have to toggle everything a bajillion things. I don't understand why I have to do that sometimes. It's weird. Okay, whatever. Alright, sorry everybody! That was almost
Greetings, Q.
30 minutes of idiocy. Evening, Q! Hey! How you doing? How art thou? How art thou? Alright. I'm going to... excuse me. Let's see. I should, you know what I should do? Should I take a video of Mia eating? Should I do that? Oh, you're in pain? No! Pain meds? Maybe? Hold on. Hold on a second.
Yes, pain. They should give you pain meds for like after surgery.
Oh.
So. If we were in Final Fantasy 14, I would send you a potion.
Alright, now I'm gonna take a video of Mia eating, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I didn't realize she's actually on her 4th can, because one of my other people fed her, so she's not on her 4th can. Oh my dog, Linda. Oh my goodness.
Is that 10 p.m. Eastern time by any chance, Q? Because if it is, you don't have long to wait. Yeah, so it's only like 22 minutes from now. That's not that long. Well, it's a little bit longer. Greetings, Junior. Welcome, welcome. Lady is in the background. She went into some cave to feed the animals. You can hear her at the back of the cave. I'm not being very entertaining. I should change that. I should be entertaining. Greetings, chap. Everything is doing pretty good. Junior. Yuma? Is it Junior or is it Yuma? Or is it JY?
I think it's
Is it
Yuma.
Jai? Yes. Yes to all of those. Okay.
Yuma.
You can hear Lady from the cave in the back.
I'm just recording a beat of the darn real quick. The start.
Yuma says hi. Meanwhile, we can watch this forest burn. Look at the colorful trees. Oh, it's gone now.
We're going back to the
Replaced by industrialization. As it should be.
Oh my god. Hi, okay. All right. So.
You has installed FF14.
All right. I'm gonna put this in furry family since I don't yet have a thing for Mia yet. Although I probably should have a thing for Mia.
I am
let's
on.
see.
If you're interested, Q, I am on the Aether server, the world Sargatanas.
All right, let's do that. Let's do have a channel for Mia. Let's see. Oh, snap, crack a pop. All right, we have had this absolute slowest start today because I had technical issues and thanks. Let's see. Thanks for
The biters.
this is the most hilarious thing ever. All right, there you go. It is uploading. I just made a new channel for Mia, and the video is uploading. The Mia-nator.
The Meonator.
Yeah, she's a munchkin. I should just call her the munchkin because she's a munching kitty. There you go.
What is this contraption?
I see who the favorite child. What are you talking about? Yuma, what happened? Alright, so single player, load game. Oh my dog, Linda. Sync mods. Alright, let's do this nonsense. After a wild ride of not being able to hear anything in anywhere. You missed all the drama, Yuma. You missed all the drama. Did you miss all the drama, Q? Did you miss all the drama? Because we had some drama. Audio drama. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give Anna a treat today. Whoops. Today was a very long work day. Very, very long work day. It was not fair. Anyway. So, from yesterday to today, all of my settings for audio and everything got reset. Everything got reset. And then I had a rash earlier today during work, and I would have had to call out had my eye actually shut. But it didn't actually shut. And we were already too short, so we were a skeletal crew, and we were busy as heck. So I had very little breathing time. Very little breathing time. It was exhausting. So, yeah. It was just... I had words. I had words. I had words. Anyway. Oh, wow. That was supposed to be my mute key. What happened to my mute key? Oh, my dog, Linda. Can something please work?
Technically, it is working incorrectly.
Wow. Okay. Let's see
it's
here.
still working. It's just not working right.
Yeah, sure. All right, I'm going to end this sequence, and I'm going to start the script again. Let's okay. This is going to work, you guys. Okay. I'm sure you don't want the bonus content of me coughing in the mic. Yeah, it's literally not working. Literally not working. Okay, whatever Microsoft, whatever Windows did to my computer last night, there was a mandatory Windows update, broke everything. Everything. So if I cough, I'm gonna try not to be obvious about it. And also, Narshim is here to chat with me about I have been difficult to get a hold of, and I apologize for that. But we have been trying to collaborate, do a new collab for Final Fantasy XIV. And yes. Super freaking excited about that because I freaking missed the game. And Narshim has been doing his own kind of thing with it, but he and I want to start over with a new character role and whatnot and start the story over again with he and I. And we are here to discuss that while I break my brain with this game. Because it wasn't already broken today. Yeah.
Yes.
During work. I was so mad at work. Anyway, I digress. Okay. So you were asking me. I remember you were asking me. Excuse me, sorry. About servers. And I was thinking about it, and I'm not sure what server I prefer. I mean, you brought up a good point regarding, like, pros and cons for a congested server versus a not congested server. So I'm not sure what the correct answer is going to be on that. Yuma, Linda said no? Who is Linda? Huh? Is that someone for you? I'm confused, but okay. Anyway. Yep. Mm-hmm.
No. I don't know.
Q, did you say Aether server are Sargatana's? No, I did not. If you're talking to me. Oh, you Narishim did. Ah, okay.
Yeah, I sent Q a recruitment code earlier because they were wanting to play Final Fantasy XIV.
Nice. Do the three of us get to do a collab? Just kidding. Maybe.
We could. I am on the Aether server and Sargatanus. That is true.
I am on server. I don't remember. I'm really good at this.
I would suggest that we join my server.
Okay.
Because I already have a max level character on that server.
Yes. Okay.
Other content that we would want to do on the side, I can just bring my level 100 round.
Okay.
And unlevel sync it and just mollywop everything in the.
Mollywop? That's a funny word. What does that mean? Mollywop. I've never heard of that.
It's a southern word for feeding something.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. So Q,
Mollywop.
you don't have to stream, but I am happy for you to join us. It's a real term, mollywop. I'm gonna have to look that up. I've literally never heard of that.
It is,
yeah.
in fact, a real term. Mhm.
Sweet.
I used it, therefore it's real.
Oh, okay. I like that. Nice strategy. I'm gonna look that up right now. Molly what now? Mollywop?
Mollywop, yes.
Mollywop meaning. Let's see. Oh, it means to beat down someone badly in a fight. Oh. Oh, it came from the English language fairy tale set in Scotland. It's a Scottish thing, apparently, maybe. Ah, okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, I learned something new today, thanks to you. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, you learned how to mollywop.
Mollywop. Okay, so, yeah.
Now that you say that, it sounds Scottish.
Mollywop. I don't. Did I do that? Oh man, yeah, we definitely do that in Final Fantasy, don't we? We definitely do that. Okay, so joining your server, yes, that's pretty cool. That works. We can certainly do that. You had two server options, right? Aether server and Sargatanas. Okay.
Well, Aether is the data center. Sargatanus is the world server.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then that's a good idea.
They
We
have
can do
like
that.
4 or 5 different data centers.
Oh, wow.
I think 4 for the different regions. Like one's in North America, one's like Australian, one's Asian, and then one is like Mid-Atlantic. And
Okay.
then each of the data centers has a bunch of different worlds on it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So okay, so we can do that. Now we'd be rolling new characters, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about transferring any new character or whatever.
Yeah. Now the question is how to do the story aspects of the game. Because most of the stories is told in cutscenes, which are for your eyes only with the player. So we can do like a lot of the party stuff, a lot of the quest stuff together. But when it goes to cutscenes, the cutscenes are going to be like you in the cutscene and your channel.
Yes.
So we would have to do like, okay, going in the cutscene, mute, and then you do the cutscene, and then I do the cutscene, like independently, and then after the cutscenes, unmute and come back in.
Okay, interesting. And the cutscenes are generally the same except for class differences, right?
Ideally, we would be doing the cutscenes at the same time if we're keeping pace with each other.
Yeah, because if we're gonna be doing this one together, I don't see why we would be out of pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why we would be out of pace with each other. So I think we would be able to, we could probably quest and all that stuff together, like side by side, even though like, you know, it's like different whatevers. Like you have your own fight scene, I have my own fight scene, but we're literally going through the story together side by side. And then we could even roleplay like that, because it's not all red, right? Like they don't voice act all of it.
No, they don't.
So maybe we could even like roleplay some of it. Like you play one character, I play another character, or something. I don't know. Know what I mean? Julie Bean. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean, Vern?
I'm trying to figure out how we would be able to do that. Because when you're interacting with other players, I don't get to see your text box.
Oh, okay. So, but don't we, since we'd be at the same place in the story, wouldn't the text box be the same?
Sometimes.
Oh, interesting.
Sometimes there are differences depending on what class you are, which quests you've done, what order you were doing things in. Because you don't have to. The MSQ splits apart sometimes, and you don't have to do it all in the same order.
Oh, okay.
And I think there was one part where certain classes get to skip one chapter, and then different classes skip a different chapter that the other classes have to play through.
So what class do you think you'd want to play, or should we try to play the same class or similar classes, or what?
I want to go back through it on the same class that I am.
Okay.
What I'm aiming to do with my playthrough of it is I want to re-experience the story basically as the same character.
Okay.
So I've got 3 different characters that I'm going to make over the course of the playthrough. One for the intro, one for playing through the entire story, and then once we get to the end of it, just switch back over to my main character and delete the other 2. So I'm making a character purely to go back through the story. That's not going to be doing any of the side stuff. Because I've already done all the side stuff with my other characters.
Oh, okay. I'm following. Okay, I got you. So, okay.
Yeah.
So, hold on one second. I am trying to place this real quick. So in that, huh?
I see that everything is in the way.
This is the way.
You're just gonna have to place it crooked.
Ew, no! Don't you know me by now? Don't you know anything about me, Narisham? How could you?
I'm not the one who built it there.
I know. I know. You know I'm teasing you, right? You better know.
Look at that crooked line.
Shush! It isn't crooked. It's fine. Excuse me.
It's not crooked. It's not straight.
Listen. Are you being the meansies? All of the meansies? Okay. All right, there. Because for some reason this was not working very well. Okay, good. That's solved. Okay, so in that case, move the machines then. Man, why you gotta be logical, Q? I figured it out. It's fine.
Yeah, she just put down 2 crooked ones instead of 1.
It's not crooked. What are you even talking about? It's not crooked. It's very much fine. Look at that. It's nice. It's very nicely lined up.
Yeah, as long as you don't look at the lines, it's fine.
Wow. Are you talking about this right here? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean they're mostly straight.
Yeah, I mean I'm talking about like the lining of the border. Whatever. So in this case then, I know I don't have to delete characters, but I also don't want a clutter of characters because I made up a bunch of characters to see which one of the looks I liked most, you know? And so some of them like, no, this character looks too much like this or too that or whatever, right? And so I did that because I was like, well, I'm not really sure how I want my character to look. So I was kind of messing around with it. But I think I've kind of figured it out now. And so to kind of get rid of clutter, I feel like, yeah, I would kind of do that. But my character is not at your level. What level are you at? Did you say you were at for your character?
Well, I'm studying a new character for the plaything.
Oh no, yes. But when you switch back to your game, what level are you?
Oh, I'll be 100 by the time.
Oh my
we start the
gosh,
playthrough.
really? Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it up real quick just so I could see what level I am at, because I am not at that level for sure. Hold on.
Well, you don't have to be. By the time you get to the end of the MSQ, you're going to be level 100. You're gonna hit it way before you get to the end.
Are you talking about my normal character?
Yeah, the character that you start. By the time you get to the end of the story, you are going to have that character at max level.
But what about the character my main character that I switched to? Why is this not working? You know what I'm saying? Am I saying it correctly? Oh, here we go. Maybe I'm not saying it correctly. Because at some point, I'll probably switch back to my main character too, whichever character I choose, which is probably my highest character so far. Hold on. I got an error message. What?
Oh, there's a bot.
There's a bot. Oh. Who wants some cheap viewers? Some viewers on discount. Let's see.
Does race matter? No, race is purely cosmetic. The only thing in the character creator that matters is what job you choose, because that determines what city you'll start in.
Okay. Let's see. Oi. And there we go. Okay, good job, team. Thanks, guys. All right, let's see. Let's try this again. And then otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm literally getting an error message. This service account does not have a valid Final Fantasy license for this platform, or your subscription has expired.
Is your subscription active?
I'm pretty sure it is. Like, when was the last time we were talking about it? I had mentioned that I had re-upped it for like a month, and it hasn't been a month yet. Hold on.
Are you in the Mog station?
Not yet. I'm trying to log into the game real quick. Mog station. All right, let's go to the Mog freaking station. I am not gonna have a heart attack. All right, let's see. Ridiculous. That's all right. This is bonus content, right? Right. Oh no.
I got play online is still a thing.
Subscription renewal. Okay.
So you are in Mog Station now?
Yeah, I am.
On the left-hand side, where there's a list of things.
Mm-hmm.
In the second thing, it says Service Account Status. Click on that and see.
Service account status. It says inactive. Why does it say inactive? That is so weird.
Yeah, your subscription is currently not active. You can see down at the bottom which platforms you have.
I just bought it too. Okay, that's just bizarre.
You bought Dawn Trail?
No, I re-upped my subscription. Renew subscription. Is it because, oh, my card might be expiring. That could be why, huh? Maybe that could be why. I am.
That might be, yeah, that might be a thing.
I am definitely on my queues, guys. Queues. Ah, queue! Haha! P's and Q's. Okay. Update account information. No, that's not it. Register payment method. Okay. Wow, this is a wild ride. Okay, all right, let's do the payment method. Okay. Let's see here. Apparently, I have to have a valid card on file. Apparently. Allegedly. Don't you guys trust me? Come on, Mog. Don't you guys trust me? Oh my gosh. Jeez, meansies. All of the meansies. Don't you guys trust me? Unbelievable. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Come on! No, it's still not working. Okay, whatever. I don't know what to tell you. This is still not working, and I updated my payment method. Let me go back to account information, Mog station, and service account status. It still says inactive. I know that I made a payment, so I'm gonna have to look into this later. I don't know what's going on. I freaking paid them something. Something's up. Something is up, Nari.
I'm trying to find out where they have the payment history thing. Oh, all the way down at the bottom of the page.
Okay. Hold on a second. This isn't through Blizzard, right? I don't think this is through Blizzard.
No, that is World of Warcraft. And Black
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Right. Okay, let's see. I remember doing this. Let's see. I'm not sure what form of payment I used, though. Interesting. Okay.
Well, if you made a payment, it should be in the service history, all the way at the bottom of the page.
Yeah. Service account status, and all the way in the bottom.
All the way down the bottom, there's payment history and issue recruitment code.
Yeah, for some reason I don't have that on my account. It says there's no reoccurring payment subscriptions. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm a silly goose. I don't remember if I did a one-time payment or what. Oh, I did it 30 days. Subscription period is for 30 days. That's what I did it for. Standard 30 days. That's $14. That's what I did. Literally what I did. So I don't understand why it's giving me a hard time. All right, I'm gonna, let's see here. Let's see here.
You're playing it on Windows?
Yeah.
Did you play it on the PlayStation before?
No. Not that I recall. Okay. All right. So, okay, cool. Payment confirmation. Yay. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Good grief. Okay. Service account registration complete, so that's nice. Okay. All right, so I look active again. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if I can actually do this now. I'm gonna have to look into that though, because I know I paid something. It doesn't add up, but that's for later. I'll have to look into that offline. Let me not say my one-time passcode out loud. Hey, look at that. Look at that. It worketh. All right, let's see. And then we'll go back to Factorio.
Just switch it to a Final Fantasy stream.
I thought, you know, I thought about that. I did think about that. Ether. I did in fact consider that, but I feel like I didn't want to do that without you. Let's see. I just want to check my characters. I just want to tell you what status
Can you delete the message that I just put in chat?
Oh, okay. Can I delete that? I'm going to try.
Just time me out and it'll delete it.
Oh, okay.
Bam.
Bam. Sweet. Okay, cool. Good talk.
Yeah. That's what happens when you go to type in your password and your cursor's in the wrong box.
Oh no! Ouch. Dang. Okay, so let's see here. I have 8 characters. One of my characters is a level 8, is a level 4. Okay, I have a level 4 character. Let's see.
That character just got through the starting area.
Yeah, that's my fanfic character. Ah, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Okay, so I might have been wrong about that. Okay, so I have one character who plays a thaumaturge. It's a raw race, plays a thaumaturge at level 21. Not a huge fan of that character, but it's okay. I have another character who plays a white mage at level 43. Well, I think that's one of my favorite characters. I have an arcanist, Mikote arcanist at level 12. I have my main character, which is a dancer, a hewer, and a level 78. And then I have a gladiator at a level 1. So my highest level is a 78. My next highest level is a 43.
Yeah, so the 78 and the 43, I would say, are probably the only characters of note that you have.
Say again, sorry?
The 71 and the 43, 78, you said?
Yeah, 78 and 43. Those are my highest level characters.
Yeah, I would say those are probably your only 2 characters of note.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, because the other one is level 21 and level 1. Yeah, 21, level 12, and then 1. Yeah. Let's see.
There were more technical problems, Q, but they seem to be resolved now.
Yeah, for some reason, Mog Station for Final Fantasy did not have a subscription for me on file. Even though I'm pretty sure a month did not go by since I did that. But it's also possible that it might have had a near expiring card on file. And so I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have a purchase on file that I'll have to look further into. I'm quite sure of that. Because that's just ridiculous. But I'll have to troubleshoot that later. But Nari and I, pardon? What's that?
No, I just said ridiculous, like they said in Harry Potter.
Oh, ridiculous! Yes, exactly. You understand. So, excuse me. So we were just talking about what characters I have and what my main character would be and what level I'm at. My highest level character is a 78 and my second highest level character is a 43, and those are my top 2 favorite characters that I have. And I had like 8. And my lowest level is a Gladiator, which is like my least favorite. So, and then we were talking about re-rolling, starting a new character to restart the story together as like a new collab thing aside from Played Up. And that we would be when we're at level, we would be switching back to our main characters. And it's just like, okay, well, my main character is not at Nari's main character level. And so that's what we were kind of trying to figure out. Yeah. Which you had a solution for that, didn't you? I think, right?
There's a couple of solutions for it, actually.
Oh, okay, nice.
The character that you're bringing up with us, you could just switch that to your main, because you'll probably be leveling the job that you like there anyway. You can also transfer your characters from one server to another, but I think that's $18 per character to do that.
That is so much just for a digital process. That's crazy.
Yep.
That is bizarre. Okay. Yeah.
I believe Fanfrit is on a different data center from the world that I'm on. And I don't know if they let you visit other data centers. Let me see. I need to visit another world. How do I do that? Fellowship, party, found a way to counter travel. You would think it would be inside of travel.
Yeah. I need to grab. Wow, I have so much stuff in my person. It's gonna all be used up in moments. Right. I need to get rid of some. Oh, I already have a ton of turrets on me. Wow. Okay. Good job, team. Good job, team.
Oh, all right. Go to the Aetherite. Okay. What world are you in? You said Fanfrit?
Yeah. Okay. So I still have the game running. Let me see. I hope you guys can't hear conflicting music. So one of them is Fanfrit. The other one is Exodus. Let me see. Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. Okay. I think Exodus is my main world. Let's see here. Yeah, my main character, the level 78 has been focusing on the dancer. I find the dancer class so fun. Let's see here.
Okay, I cannot visit any of your worlds. Yeah, I can only visit within my own data center.
Okay. So what does that... So then... I guess I can't... Unless you pay $18, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to bring your main character over here. If you were on a different world inside the same data center, we could still party together, because it's possible for me to go to your world or you to go to mine. But that service doesn't work across data centers. So because you're on a different data center, we don't really have any options for playing together aside from either transferring a character or creating a new character on
Okay.
the server.
Yeah. Okay. I don't mind transferring the character. I don't mind doing that.
And in that case, we'll just note which quest you're on in the MSQ.
Yeah.
And when we get to that quest, you can just switch back to your other character.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. We can do that. Okay. So, let's see. Before I die here. Oh, my dog, Linda. Okay. So, I'm thinking, what day do we want to start this?
I am hoping to start it next week, near the end of next week, Thursday or Friday.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Thursday is multiplayer for Factorio. And then Friday, what time were you planning on to start?
I haven't got a set time yet.
Okay. The only reason why I say is because Thursday nights are the multiplayer Factorio, and then Friday nights are Tailspire. That's the only reason why I ask. And so, I'm
open for what day we do it on.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die! Stop me from dying! Wow, these are big buggers. Oh no. What am I doing with my life? Oh no. Okay. So, oh my gosh! Oh, here we go again. Me screaming for my life. So I guess what I'm thinking is, what if we do it on a Tuesday? So instead of me doing my own Factorio map, we could just do Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Tuesday works.
Ooh.
Tuesday's one of my normal streaming days. I can move any of those around.
Okay, well that's also nice of you. Would you be okay with starting at 9 p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh no, that rules Q out. Wait. Q were okay. Tuesday works for Q. Okay. Ooh, I was about to be sighing, buddy. Oh no. Oh shoot, I was supposed to. My mute button doesn't work right. Sorry, what were you saying, Nari?
Are you available on the weekends for a second day?
What time?
Anytime.
I'll have to see, because typically on the weekends I sleep in a lot, which is why I'm terrible. I'm trying to be better at this. I'm trying to not sleep through my weekends, but one of the reasons why I'm really bad at giving chat treats on the weekends is because I'm busy sleeping.
Well, then this is perfect to help motivate you to not sleep through the weekend.
I know, right? So if we were to do it on a weekend, what time would you say? Because weekends are also like errand days.
What time would you normally be available?
I don't know. I would have to see. Right now my timing is kind of blank because my weekends are just all over the place. So, like, and I have new housemates, and so my new housemates like hanging out and things like that. And so weekends might be a little difficult for that reason. But if we can, like, what time would be best for you, and I can start from there.
Well, like, Q says Saturday and Sunday he's usually home by 5.
Okay. So I think Q, you're on Eastern time, right, Q?
I think he said he was.
Yeah, without me mentioning where you're located, even though you mentioned it. Um, yeah, you're Eastern, so 5 p.m. Eastern time, and Nari, you're Eastern time, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you're in Florida, right. Okay, so you're okay with mentioning where you're located. Okay, cool, that's good.
I'm in South Kakalaki.
Kaka, what the hell? What?
The locals here.
Oh, okay. What? Oh man, I am
I'm
also
sure
in the
Stu has
East
heard
Coast.
that before.
Kaka, that's crazy. Y'all are crazy. All right, cool. So, how many hours are you thinking on the weekend? That also takes into effect. Because if I'm dedicating a certain amount of time for the weekend versus like all weekend, like I'm trying to see what my options are so that I can know what I'm working with and like start from there. Know what I
Typically
mean?
do my streams in about 4-hour chunks.
Okay.
So yeah, I would like to get at least 4 hours for Final Fantasy
Okay.
because this is going to be a long endeavor.
Yes, that's true. That
And
is
I'm
true.
hoping to get it done inside of 6 months.
Oh. So my only other concern is that I also don't want to get burned out because I also work full time. And so, for me, like my current schedule, is taxing enough, but I'm able to manage it. Oh, shoot. But doing the weekends as well, I might get burned out. Oh, come on, you punks. I am about to get destroyed. And so the 6-month goal may or may not be feasible because I don't want to get burned out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like right now I don't stream Wednesdays, and that's really helpful for me because that's a rest period because it's exhausting working full time and streaming. It's pretty exhausting. Yeah.
I typically don't stream on Wednesdays for the same reason.
Yeah, and Wednesdays for me are like grocery days and like any errands that I want to run before the weekend. But typically I go grocery shopping and whatnot and like catch up on chores on Wednesday. So, yeah. Do you think we can start? Are you okay with starting with Tuesdays and see how we do? Would that work for you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
also, there's no reason why we have to keep our playthroughs in sync with each other.
Oh, okay.
Because everything that would require working together on, a higher level player can play with a lower level player because everything in this game will level you down to the level of whatever it is you're doing so that you fight on the same level as your partners.
Yeah,
so
but
if you have to do a dungeon,
right.
it would level sync me to the level of that dungeon.
Yeah, but as far as the story goes, we would want to be in sync to stay in line with the story together, right?
Well, I can still come back and do the story parts with you because the quests for the story are going to be independent.
Oh, okay.
The way we look at it.
Oh, okay.
Because like I could be in your party and you be doing like story stuff, and I'm just like murdering squirrels or something.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. All of the story stuff that we're gonna have to do independently anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, like we don't have to stay perfectly synced with the story.
Okay. But we would still be playing together on Tuesdays. Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's just like if I do other days and move ahead in the story, on Tuesday would be the day that we're going through your story.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because you have more availability than I do. Okay.
Yeah.
That works, yeah. As long as you don't get bored.
there is so much to do.
Okay,
in this
good.
game.
Okay. I don't want to hold you back, but I also don't want you to, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man, am I holding Nari back? Is he getting bored? Oh, arg.
There are 33 jobs in this game that you can each level to 100.
That's true. And there's like endless quests too. There's like, if you want to do tasks, there are so many tasks. If you're a completionist, which I kind of am a completionist, but I'm also like impatient. So I do like completing things, but I also am impatient. So like, it's a problem. Because I was watching Dajik's stream the other day, and Dajik was mentioning how he likes completing one game before he moves to the other. And I'm like, yeah, I could be that way. I get that, except that it takes me so long to play something that I don't have patience to complete the game. I just want to move on. I'm terrible. I know, it's bad. That's a problem. Gaming completions anonymous? I don't know. But yeah.
You mean you don't go for platinum on everything?
No, I mean in the game. Look, when it comes to like games like Overcooked, yes, I go 3 stars. I go crazy. 3-star or bust. Oh shoot, yeah, 3-star or bust. But when it comes to games like Factorio or Dyson Sphere or whatever, like Factorio is such a massive game, you know, and I'm like, I'm gonna take an eternity beating these games, so I can't really like afford to just spend time beating it, except for when I beat the vanilla game. But I'm pretty sure I've done other things in between the vanilla game to beat it. I'm pretty sure I wasn't just doing that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I'm streaming a game, I set a specific win condition for the game on the stream.
Yeah. That
In
makes
the case
sense.
of Final Fantasy 14, it is the MSQ. Main story quest is what MSQ.
Oh, main
so-
story quest. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the thorough line of quests that runs from ARR all the way through to the end of Dawn Trail. So
Okay.
what I'm aiming to complete on stream is the entire MSQ for all 6 games. My job story quest, the Coils of Bahamut questline, the Crystal Tower questline.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
those other bonus questline, the Dragoon job introduces a character that's going to be a main character before they become a main character.
Okay.
So does the Crystal Tower.
Right.
And the Coils of Bahamut tells the other half of the story from the intro video.
Okay.
So I want those things to be in the playthrough. But everything else in the game, in my playthrough, I'm skipping until I get to the end of the MSQ.
So in that case, you won't really be doing tasks and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing any side stuff because I've already done that with my level 100 character.
Yeah. Okay. So what if I want to? Should I then not include tasks in mine then on Tuesdays?
That is entirely up to you.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay.
Yeah, if I'm just doing story stuff, when we play together on Tuesday, I will be helping you out. So if we're
okay.
like doing
Okay.
quests, if you need to go murder 50 rabbits, we can do that.
Okay, so if you murder, more rabbits than me, but we're in the same party, then I get credit for it, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, that's good. Otherwise, dang. And then Q would be joining us too. Let's see.
Yes. I don't know if Q is in the game right now or not. If he is and on my server, I can go visit.
Ooh! I missed what Q said. I feel sorry for you, Nari. South Kakalaki is a weird state. Can be nice in parts though. South of the border is kind of not. Oh. So.
Hey, I am in the upstate.
Q knows who you're talking about. Okay. At least
Yeah.
some of us are lost. Excellent. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So we have a plan.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like that. We have a plan.
And I know that there are other peeps out there who play Final Fantasy 14. Both V and Icy, who raided into my channel last night, have history with Final Fantasy 14.
Ah, okay.
So I might be able to get them to join in on a collab.
Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, why not?
I am definitely going to ask.
Okay. That sounds good to me. That yeah. Hopefully they'll be okay with the parameters. Cause if I didn't have like if I had more bandwidth, then I could definitely add a weekend. But I don't want to run myself ragged. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm already tired as it is. Oh my goodness! But that is awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay. Too bad Glad doesn't want to join us. That's the funnies. Yeah. So then Q is also going to join us, which is awesome. Okay. Nice. Let's see. What else should we talk about regarding that? We already discussed the server and the data center situation. We are going to start with re-rolling new characters starting next Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The next Tuesday that happens.
Yes. So, meaning like the 25th.
Yeah, a week from today, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
In exactly 1 week.
Whoa. Wizards. Wizards. Nice. I support this. I support this. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I got to come up with a new name, man. Did you roll yourself a name? Did you do that?
Yeah. Nice.
Did you? Oh, okay. I mean, like you're Narsham Solis or something, right? But like, did you come up with that, or did you have a random name generator thingy?
No, I came up with that.
Oh, nice.
Solis
Okay.
is the surname of a character in my novel.
Ah, we haven't talked about that in a long time. Oh my gosh.
We have not. Do you remember
Gee.
anything?
Yeah, you know, I'm a lot better apparently tracking the story you started telling me versus like the groundwork. I remember, I don't know how much you want me to say though, since you're not like, do you want me to tell you what I on stream what I remember? I don't want to like spoil anything though. Okay. So, what I remember in the story is that you had so this Alex, right? There's a kid named Alex, I think.
Yes, there's a kid named Alex.
Right? So there's a kid named Alex. I forgot the girl's name though.
Sarah.
But Sarah, there we go. Okay, so there's Alex and there's Sarah. And one of them has crazy lightning power. So you touch this person, they electrocute you, right?
Yes, that's Sarah.
Okay. And then the other kid, I forgot. But basically, one of them rescues the other on the playground, and they become like super fast friends. But apparently, they have a rocky road ahead of them.
Yeah, so that happened when they were 5.
Right.
And the novel happens when they are 19.
Ah, okay. Okay. How'd I
quite
do?
a few years. You remembered most, well, half. you remembered Sarah's half.
Oh, okay. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. I get credit.
Okay.
Wow, really? Jeez, tough crowd, man.
Well, yeah, half the story, half the credit. That's how it goes.
Fine. I didn't even take notes. Can I get extra credit since I didn't even take notes?
Mm,
Oh, what story? Oh, Narishim is writing a book. Narishim is writing a novel,
yes.
and it is pretty stinking cool, if I do say so myself. Did you, and I was recounting what part of the story that I remember, which is a story about Alex and Sarah. And Sarah has crazy electrical powers, and so if you touch her, you get electrocuted. And Alex was having a hard time on the playground, and Sarah went to go save him, and they became fast friends after that. But they had a rocky road ahead of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Ha.
And she got half credit because that's
Half the story. Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd. Yeah. Do you feel like talking more about your story? You're welcome to do so if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd be interested. Or at least I think so.
The crazy lightning powers aren't super unique.
Lame. I thought they were cool.
Everybody on this planet has
Powers.
magic elemental powers of one sort or another. There's 7 different types of elements, and there's a lot of people who have crazy electrical powers. Sarah's power is a little bit broken. Because imagine like a volume gauge that doesn't have a max volume on it. Her power is like that, and somebody keeps cranking up the knob higher and higher and higher. And so that's what's actually happening to her power. Her power is growing faster than she was capable of handling it when she was a child and even into being a teenager. And so she led a very solitary life because people who were not shock aligned or electricity aligned couldn't interact with her because she would electrocute them by accident. So that's a lot of people in the world that she can't touch,
Kind of like
including
Rogue.
her mom and sister. Yeah.
Rogue and X-Men, I think, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yes, similar to that. But there are people that she can interact with. She can interact with other people that are lightning aligned because you're basically immune to your own element. I mean, if you can manipulate and control electricity, someone using electricity on you isn't going to hurt you. So other people who are the same element as her aren't adversely affected by her power because you can't shock somebody who's a master of electricity. That's just silly.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah. So yeah. Because of that though, that's like 1/7 of the population that Sarah can interact with. 6/7 of the population she can't touch at all. So that's a lot of people that she can't interact with. So she didn't have the circle of friends that everybody else had. The special thing about Alex is Alex doesn't align with any of the 7 elements, so he can't use any of them. He uses all of them very, very poorly. And yeah, by the time that he is 19, his ability to use the elements is on par with a 4-year-old.
Wow.
So yeah, he basically has no power. But
Ouch.
Sarah can touch him and he doesn't get shocked. And nobody knows why.
But you know why.
Yes, I do know why. By all accounts, he should be able to control wind because his father was the greatest wind elementalist ever. But he can't, and no one really knows why. Yes, he's aligned with all of them, just very poorly. that is pretty much exactly what's going on with Alex. The reason that everybody on the planet can use the elements is because there's these little crystals all over the place that are radioactive. Exposure to one of these crystals will kill you in about a week to 2 weeks, right? But you can reverse it. You can use the crystal and drain it of the radioactive power and then cast elemental magic with it. So if you find a little red crystal and you hold it, you can set things on fire until the crystal changes from red to clear, which means it's depleted. And the act of using the elemental magic like that staves off the radiation poisoning. So as long as you are using the magic, you're not going to die from the radiation of the magic. But when you stop using it, you will then get sick and die. So because these crystals appeared all over the planet, everybody had to learn to use this magic. So nobody is really special with it. It's an everyday occurrence on the planet. Until somebody is born that can't use it, but isn't dying of it. And nobody can really explain why. They've tried all 7 types with Alex. He can't use any of them. But he's not getting sick and dying from the radiation poisoning for lack of use of it. Yeah, he can't hoard them. Because even though he can't use it, if you overdo it, you will kill yourself. So not using them at all results in you dying, and using too much of it results in you overdosing, which is also death.
So you have to find a proper balance of usage then, really.
Yes.
Okay.
And the society has come up with a rather perfect way of doing it. They insert a crystal of this into your chest so that it's constantly releasing a small amount of it into your bloodstream, so you always have a source available to use it on a daily basis. And as long as you're walking through a recharge center, which is, people have these in their houses, your core, what they call it, your ANR, or core, is never going to deplete, and so you'll always have it available for you. And that's they're kind of balanced with it. And of course, military officers and like artisans and whatnot need to have extra amounts of it around for the stuff that they're doing. But the average person gets by just fine with their core. Alex has a core, and he's had a core made of all 7 types, and none of them work.
Wow.
There is an 8th type that is white, and it's called pure elementium. But this stuff is dangerous. It is so toxic that anybody who touches it immediately gets a rash on their hand, and it starts literally burning them the longer they hold this stuff. So
Wow.
naturally, they haven't tried that because this stuff is too toxic to touch.
So
Yeah,
it's kind of like, oh, sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
And so it's sort of like Iron Man, kind of, isn't it? Like, you know, in the beginning days of Iron Man, he had to install that
Yeah,
core to not have the metal fragments attach or attack.
Yeah, you talk about when he had palladium poisoning
Oh, okay.
in Iron Man 2.
Yeah. He had to do that surgery thingamajigger.
Yeah. It's a lot more intense than that. It's like, imagine sticking your hand inside of a microwave that's on. Touching this white crystal is like doing that. It's very bad. Wouldn't recommend. So yeah,
No.
the only thing they use these white elementium is what the crystal is called, elementium. The only thing they use it for is refining it into other types of elementium, because they can use it to turn it into any of the other 7 types.
Oh, like he was saying, I meant that
Yeah.
as like the power source. It was like was that of Iron Man with the shard thingamajigger.
Oh yeah, yeah. The A&R core that they have is similar in look to the arc reactor. I mean, it looks like a little circular gem. It's not in the center of the chest. It's over on the left side, right above the heart.
Ooh. So how does Alex react to all of this?
Well, he's grown up not having any powers or abilities of any notable kind. So he's pretty used to it.
Okay. So he's not like upset. He's not that he's like, he doesn't feel like there's a problem with him or anything like that.
Well,
You know what I mean?
he does. He doesn't understand why he's different, but
Okay.
he's lived with this for 19 years now. He's accepted the fact that he is.
Okay.
And nobody really gives him any kind of problems for it, because they would have to go through Sarah, who is exceptionally strong for her age.
Right.
And she shuts people down very, very quickly when they start stepping up to Alex.
Ah, I approve. Good job. Good job, Sarah. That is great. Nice.
So, yeah, that's where we are at the start of the story. The what happened on the playground, that was when they were 5. The story starts when they're 19, and Sarah wants to join what's called the Academy, which is like the best place to go to learn how to control the elements. And she wants Alex to come with her, and Alex does not want to come, and he's like, he's told her straight up, look, they're not gonna take me. And she's got it in her mind, well, if they want me, they're gonna have to take you. And Alex is like, well, they just won't take you either. Like,
right.
yeah,
Right.
But she drags him along anyway.
Oh.
In order to get into the academy, you have to pass a test called a trial.
Oh.
And Alex's adopted parents are fairly high ranked in the military, and they're deans at this academy. And they are respected / feared by most of the students.
Oh.
They're like, nobody messes with the Hollows, as they call them, because their last name is Hollow.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, nobody messes with them.
Nice.
And like it's to the point when Linda Hollow is walking down the hall, people will go down different hallways
No.
so that they don't have to walk in front of her.
Wow. Dang. That takes it to a whole new level, man. Jeez.
Yeah, the fear factor with them is very real. And Sierra, for her trial, gets to face off against both of them at the same time in an arena. And her goal to pass her trial is to not be dead or unconscious at the end of 3 minutes.
What? Stop.
Yeah, that's all she has to do. Still be awake at the end of 3 minutes, and she passes.
Yeah, but that would be easy for her, right?
She almost doesn't pass that.
No.
Yeah, Linda controls water, and Wade controls earth, or stone, as it's called there. So yeah, like as soon as her trial begins, it starts pouring down the rain, and Linda's just standing right in the middle of the arena. And
electricity
the moment
and rain.
Sarah takes a step, the entire arena turns into quicksand. Because they're working together. They turn the entire arena into quicksand, so she can't stand anyway. Anytime she touches the ground, hands come up out of the ground, grab her, and start pulling her down to the quicksand.
Wow.
But if she tries to get up in the air, the raindrops are coming down so hard and fast that they're cutting her.
Wow.
And she has to survive this for 3 minutes. She can't really see either one of them. When she tries to attack Linda in the middle, she turns into water and just splashes through water. Anytime she touches the ground, she starts getting pulled under. So she ends up just bouncing back and forth across the edge of the arena as a lightning bolt till she literally runs herself out of power and crashes into the ground. And she is almost pulled under when the bell rings.
Wow. This scene is coming alive in my head. Like, I'm living it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's how she passed the trial. And later on, she's talking to Linda, and Linda kind of dresses her down for being too cocky and thinking she knew everything. And yeah, so yeah, she said, you almost, like, if we hadn't have stopped, we would have killed you. Like, you thought you knew what you were doing, but you were just being a reckless child. And like, she started to take offense to that, and Wade popped up. It's like, we tested this trial with your father. You know what he did? He electrified the entire arena, forced us to come out of hiding so he could fight us on even ground. Like, why didn't you do that? She didn't have an answer for that.
Aww.
She was being impulsive, and she did the impulsive thing, demonstrating how strong she was, ran out of that strength and almost died. When if she would have stopped and thought for a second, there was a way to think herself out of that situation that she didn't see.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they were calling you out on. Your strength isn't everything. You have to be smart with how you apply it.
Right. But I mean, they would not have killed her though, because the timer passed, so they had to stop.
They wouldn't have killed her anyway because it's a test.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a similar thing to Harry Potter when they say, "Oh, you could die in the games." The Ministry of Magic is not going to kill 17-year-olds in the trial with the tournament. Like, they'll tell you could die. They're not going to kill 17. You saw what happened when Cedric died. It's the same thing. They'll say, "Oh, you could have died." They're not going to kill 18 and 19-year-olds trying to apply to a military academy.
But wait. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. But like yeah, I see what you're saying, but like, they're not gonna, I feel like she won fair and square. She outlived the timer, and maybe she got lucky, but she still did it, she still did it.
She did.
I counts for something.
The Conjurer is a support class. It turns into White Mage. And the what's it called?
Oh yeah, Q mentioned there's no support class at character creation.
Dagnabbit, what's it called? Okay, hold on.
Sorry, Q. I just registered your message. Oh snap.
Arcanist. Arcanist is a support class.
What am I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah. So wait a second. Arcanist is a support class. What else is considered as a support class? Tank is Gladiator? Wait. I didn't think of it as that, actually. Interesting.
I think Bard is considered support, but Bard is also DPS. Bard is a DPS support, and Ranger turns into Bard. Conjurer is healer support, and Arcanist is support healer or support DPS, because at level 30 it turns into two different classes, Arcanist and Summoner, or Scholar and Summoner rather. It's Arcanist to begin with, and you get Scholar and Summoner at level 30 with that class.
Q, are you rolling a character now? Or are you just checking out the different things available? Oh, shit. Tucky mushrooms. Okay, wait a minute. I should have grabbed more miners.
Are you rolling up on my server, Sargentanus?
Oh, should I create a new channel for multiplayer for Final Fantasy? Let's see.
Yeah, if you like. Let me know when you're in, and I will come visit.
Final Fantasy 14.
I took my hat off.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Rules.
So, while you guys are doing that, I will continue with my story.
Oh, yes, please. I'm sorry.
This academy is led by another like legendarily scary figure, a general named Madi. The woman general. And the academy is about 390 years old, and she founded it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, she founded the academy 390 years ago.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of the legendary quality of her. People also tell stories that she used to be part of a clan of assassins called the Hishra, that were known for doing some very, very bad things in the past.
Oh, no.
And that she's what's called an Archon, which is one of the supreme elementalists, the elementalist that's at the top of the list of all the others. That she is, in fact, the Archon of Gravity. And yeah, and she's scarier than the Hollows.
Really?
So she had to stop teaching classes because students wouldn't come to the class. They were that scared of her.
Wow.
So yeah, the trials at the opening of this novel get really interesting when Alex gets called down to take a trial, and he didn't even sign in.
Dang.
Like, he was in the stands watching his godparents and his girlfriend fight in the arena, like cheering everybody on because, you know,
Right.
his parents and his girlfriend. And then he gets called into the arena himself, and everybody's like, what? And yeah, Wade's like, don't worry, I'll come with you. This is a mistake. And so they go walking into the arena, him and Wade, and everybody's watching, doesn't realize that Wade and Linda are his godparents. So they think he's being escorted in by the Hollows, which is already giving everybody like, oh my God, what did he do vibes, right?
Wow.
And then the person that he's escorted to is the general. So everybody is just like watching in like silent horror at what is about to happen to this kid, because they've got no context for what's happening, other than this kid was called to the arena by the general. He didn't show up, and now the Hollows are walking him in. So
Wow.
yes, everybody's just like, what did he do? What's about to happen here? And the general said that she knew that Alex didn't sign up, but she wanted to test him personally. So she set a trial for Alex, and all Alex has to do to win the trial is land a hit. That's all he has to do. He has to hit her one time.
Does he do it?
Here's Alex with hardly any power. And here is arguably the strongest elementalist on the planet, who's almost 400 years old, is said to be an Archon, and this legendary murder assassin. And so now everybody sees what Alex's challenge is, that he has to hit the general.
Wow.
So yeah, he's like, he realizes he's not going to get out of this without causing an even bigger scene, and he figures, okay, this could be over in a couple of like moments anyway, so whatever, I'll humor her and then I'll go home.
Yeah, right.
And so they square up.
Believe you.
And he had been learning a technique called the guiding wind and the rushing wind from his father, who was a great wind elementalist. And his father had published the first two steps of that, guiding wind and rushing wind. But his father was murdered before he could bring out the third part, the crashing wind. But he taught it to Alex, because Alex was there when he was developing these techniques. So Alex knows the third step in this wind technique. The general only knew the first two, and she recognized it when Alex started doing the first two moves, and she counted it. She didn't see the third move coming, and it took her off guard.
Oh.
So he put her on the back foot right from the start, but then she started like teleporting around, and she was throwing knives at him from behind and all kinds of stuff. She gets him to the point where out in the arena there's these 7 spires, one of each kind of elementium, because you don't know who's testing what type of power they're going to be using, so they had all 7 there.
Yeah, okay.
Alex tapped into the entire reserve, all 7 types, and he created a explosion of light that literally just like is like a massive flashbang went off. And when everybody could actually see again and look back down in the arena, Alex was just like out on the floor, just.
So he was able to use a power.
He was able to use a power that no one had ever seen before.
Wait.
What was that light? Where did that come from? What did he just do? Because right after they noticed he was unconscious on the floor, they then noticed that all 7 of the spires were clear. So whatever he did, he used all of the elementium in the arena to do it.
So what did he exactly do? I need to hear that part again. What power did he use? What, like, I need to hear that the description again.
He was being forced back out to the center of the arena by the general, who was throwing knives at him, and he was dodging and getting hit sometimes.
Right.
And when he got to the center of the arena, he touched the ground in the middle of the arena and tapped into all of the 7 spires. There's 7 spires of elementium around the arena, each of a different type, so that no matter who came in there to test, they would have their own type of elementium there in abundance to draw on.
How did he do that? What is that power called? Something?
Yes.
So he does have a power. It's just rare.
Yeah, exceedingly rare. So rare that it's never been seen in humans before.
He's special. I like it.
And this is kind of because the general has been around Alex before, because she knows his godparents and she knew his real parents as well. So like she's seen him growing up. She's aware of his story and his apparent lack of ability. She's aware of all of that. Yes.
Yeah.
That comes into play later in humans. There's a reason that she knows that specifically.
So why was he? Okay, sorry. I have a question when you're finished.
Okay, go ahead with the question.
Why was he able to tap into that now and not before? Is it because his environment didn't demand it?
He didn't have the source available to him before.
Ah, okay. Yep, okay. So his environment didn't demand it. Okay.
It's not that his environment didn't demand it. It's just that his environment didn't allow it.
Oh. Interesting.
So, the general had an assumption that she wanted to test about Alex, because she's seen him grown up. Like she's known him basically his entire life, and she knew of his limitation. But she thought something else was going on. But you can't just grab a kid and start doing experiments because you have a hunch. So she had to set up a circumstance that would make her idea plausible for other people to believe, and wait for Alex to be old enough for him to make the decision outside of his parents. So
Okay.
this was the perfect opportunity for
Okay.
it, because she explained, as they're tending to Alex, who is dying, by the way. He, remember what I said about overdosing on Elementium, and he just did that in spades.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he is not having a
Yep.
good time of it, laying on the ground dying. The doctor's mad. His parents are mad. Everybody is very angry with the general at this point. But she very
Okay.
calmly points out that the ability that he used was a light elemental ability called Nova.
Oh, okay.
Like she knew what he did.
Right.
And she uses this to say he's a light elementalist. Like he has to be. He has all the signs. That's why none of the other elements work. That's why he was able to use Nova just now, because for the first time he's had all 7 available at once. If we make him a core out of that super toxic white elementium, he should be able to use it normally like everybody else. That's her plan. But the super toxic white stuff murders everybody who touches it. She wants to stick it in his chest.
Oh.
So
okay.
yeah, naturally everybody's gonna say no, which is why she needs Alex to say yes.
Okay.
She has to convince Alex to overwrite everybody else's
Opinion.
ideas of what this is going to happen
Right.
to him, and gamble on the fact that she's right about him being a light elementalist and this stuff isn't going to kill him.
When you say light elementalist, do you mean light as in the ray of light or lightweight?
Light as in a ray of light.
Oh, okay.
The elements have a particular balance, right? And there's as much science behind them as there is magic. So when I have the elements broken down into 7, the 4 basic elements are stone, water, wind, and electricity. I call them stone, wave, wind, and shock. And they each correspond to one of the 4 basic states of matter: solid, liquid, gaseous, and plasma. So those elementalists can control that state of matter. When you have fire and ice, or as I've named them, flame and frost, those 2 elements control the transition of the other 4 states. So flame takes stone or solid and melts it into liquid, which evaporates into gas, which ionizes into plasma. Frost does it the other way. Plasma recombinates into gas, which condensates into a liquid, which freezes into a solid. So that's what flame and frost does. And gravity is manipulating the 4 fundamental forces: the strong nuclear, the weak nuclear, the gravitational, and the Lorentz force. So those are the 7 elements and how they play with each other in nature. Light is another element above them. And just like a white light can be shattered into 7 different colors, the light element can be shattered into the other 7 elements. They already knew this with the white crystal because they can refine it into all of the other crystals.
What? No, stop. For real?
Yeah.
That sounds like Factorio. It sounds like Factorio. We can crack this oil into other oils. Okay.
Q is right. He needed a lot of all the types, and he's ever only had a single type around. But the white crystal provides him exactly what he needs.
Right.
And he does agree to it, and he gets his father carves the crystal because he knows the shape it needs to be to fit into Alex's chest properly. And the doctor installs it because he's not going to let anybody else do it.
Right.
The doctor's a very, very grumpy character. He's like,
Sounds like Bones.
he's like, I'm not gonna do it. And then the general is like, well, fine, I'll do it. And he's like, get out of the way, you'll mess it up. Like,
Ah! That sounds like Bones from Star Trek, doesn't it?
He was a little bit of my inspiration. Bones from Star Trek, and then the Doctor from Battlestar Galactica kind of mixed together.
Okay.
Into the attitude of this Doctor.
Brilliant. I support this. That's great.
When Alex wakes up, he has a really profound way of describing the elements, because the first thing he does is he makes a little tiny ball of each of the elements, and he has them all circling around his hand. And like he's on the verge of tears doing this, because as he described it before, when he was trying to get the elements to do something for him, he described it as yelling into a hurricane to even get them to listen.
Wow.
But now they come to him when he whispers. Like
the elements come to him when he whispers?
Yeah, that's how he was describing the difference. Like when he was trying to get the elements to obey before, it was like yelling into a hurricane. But now they come to him when he just whispers.
That is crazy.
Like, he's never had that ability before.
Right.
And then the general comes in and says that you actually hit me on your first hit. And she holds up her hand, and he had sliced her wrist open with the third step of the wind move. And she just hit it and kept going to make him blow up. So, like, yeah, like, I owe you an apology. You actually hit me with your first attack because I wasn't expecting it.
No way.
So yeah, she lets him into the academy, more so to protect him than anything else. And he has a lot of catch up to do.
To protect him.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Because it's a world full of armies and a lot of other people, and not everybody is happy with the academy. Because there's not one Archon there. Like, the general is not the only Archon. The Hollows are also Archons. So 3 Archons are at this academy right now, which is why nobody tries to take it over. It's its own little city-state in a world with great nations all over the place. But nobody dares to attack the academy because there are 3 Archons there. And that gives them a lot of power. When you're the Archon over a particular element, each element has kind of what you would call a god over it, called a spectra.
Okay.
And a spectra can choose any elementalist of their element and fuse with them and become a being called an Archon. And 3 Archons have been found in the world so far. The Archon of Stone, which is Wade, the Archon of Water, which is Linda, and the Archon of Gravity, which is Liliana, the General.
Okay.
And all 3 of them are at the Academy. The rest of the world doesn't like that. That's a whole lot of power to be in one place that isn't controlled by any of them. And now, the legendary light element has come back. The only one in the entire world. And where is he?
At the Academy.
At the Academy too. Like, this is a step too far as far as everybody else is concerned. Everybody wants Alex, because if they can control him, they could tip the balance of power into their favor.
Right.
And the last place that they want him to be is at the Academy. Right, because Liliana's got too much power. Like, she could take over anybody and they wouldn't be able to stop her. So everybody's scared of that. Everybody wants Alex. So she brings him into the academy to protect him as much as everything else.
Right.
Because she knows that everybody's going to be coming out of the woodwork to get this kid. And he's just got his powers. He doesn't know how to use them. He hasn't been raised using the elements like everybody else, because he hasn't had the ability. So he basically has to go to preschool level and get an accelerated course in how to use your abilities properly. Because now he has the power, but he doesn't have the knowledge.
So I have a question. So did he have So he did he have the powers the whole time, but his environment activated them or awakened them, or it was just like he received them at that timing specifically?
No, his power has been consistent the entire time.
Oh,
What he
okay,
lacked
okay.
was a power
The
source.
environment. Right. Okay.
Yeah, because people were only ever feeding him one type of element at a time, and he needed all 7
Right.
to manifest his ability.
Okay.
And nobody would give him the pure elementium because it was so dangerous.
Right.
And nobody had even considered him being a light elementalist because that's never happened in humans before. It's happened. All they know about it is from legend.
Right.
Like 10,000 years ago, it happened when another race of beings were elementalists. They had light elementalists. But ever
Right.
since it came to humanity, humans have never had it. So why would Alex be one, right? Like no one even considered it.
Right.
The reason Liliana considered it is because she was an Archon. And her
Right.
spectra was alive back when the other race had the elements. Her spectra knew a light elementalist. Her spectra's brother was one.
Right. And so she had
yeah.
that to go back on.
Yeah, she had the knowledge. That's how she knew that Alex used an ability called Nova.
Right.
Because
Wow.
she had the knowledge of that ability. So Liliana wasn't playing. She wasn't going into this blind.
Right.
But there was a lot of guesswork in it. Because
That's interesting.
Nobody really knew what would happen when they gave Alex the pure elementium. Because you gotta remember, his step parents were also Archons. They had the same knowledge about light elementalists, and they suspected it. But they were not willing to risk his life on the chance that they could be wrong.
Yeah, because then if he died, then it's like, oops, what do you do then? That would kind of suck. Yeah.
And it's as Linda, because when Alex is recovering in the hospital, everybody came to see him except for his stepmom. Well, not stepmom, his godmother.
Wow.
Linda. She didn't come to see him.
That's rude.
Because she was waiting for the general in the general's office. And the moment the general stepped into her office, Linda attacked her. Encased her in a bubble of water that had her blood circling through it. Now, the reason that her blood was in the water was something called the taboo. Like, you're allowed to use the elements, but you're not allowed to use elements that belong to another living being. There's a taboo in place that prevents it. And if you do, you can do what you're trying to do, but you sacrifice your life to do it, right? So if you want to kill somebody by ripping all the blood out of their body, you can do that. But that act will kill you as well because you violated the taboo. A person's elements are sacred to themselves, and you can't break it. So Linda put her blood in the water so that the water she was encasing Liliana inside of classified as part of her body, preventing her from teleporting out of it without killing herself.
So she kind of used a system loophole then, sounds like.
Yeah, she knew exactly what she was doing. She put Liliana in a situation where, like, you can't breathe, you're drowning. If you try to get out of this, you're going to kill yourself. You're going to sit right there and you're going to listen to what I have to say. And she told her, like, straight up, if you ever put Alex's life in danger again, I'm not going to let you out.
Right.
Like, I don't care if you were right. Like, it doesn't matter. What matters is you endangered my son, and this is a consequence of what happens when you do that.
Dang.
Yeah, there's a reason that people are scared of her.
Wow.
And she was making her point.
Right. Dang. So then what happens? Like he gets the shard in his chest, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
he gets it, and he becomes a light elementalist, and people start coming after him. But he also starts having weird dreams
Oh
about a
no.
war. There's these people who have big wings and they're flying around like birdmen, and they're at war with these like living shadows that are just like completely decimating them. And he's having all these dreams, and he doesn't understand why he's having these dreams, but they're starting to become so real that he's having a hard time telling the difference between the dream and reality. And he's
Wow.
getting confused, thinking that Alex might be the dream and the guy, our key, that he is in the dream might actually be him. Like he's seriously losing it, and he's under stress to learn everything that he needs to get caught up to everybody else. He's being he's all over the news. People are talking about him. Governments are sending envoys to the academy trying to meet him. Dude is under a whole lot of stress. And yeah, things keep piling on more and more.
How does he evade it?
He doesn't.
Oh. Okay.
It eventually reaches a point where he has a dream, and in the dream, the person that he is in the dream, our key, gets sliced across his midsection
Ew.
with a knife, and that happens to our key in the dream. But when Alex wakes up, he's in the middle of the courtyard at the academy with the same wound on his stomach, bleeding out.
Wow.
And he doesn't know how that happened. He gets spotted by the guard, taken to the infirmary, and now Liliana is very, very concerned because somebody attacked Alex in the middle of a military academy and nobody saw him come in or out. Like,
Oh,
that's really bad.
telepathically. That's freaking telepathic stuff right there. You know what I mean? Like you can just think the wound on somebody and hurt them from afar, you know?
Yeah, but that doesn't really happen. There
Oh,
has to
yeah,
be a
sure.
practical reason for what happened to Alex. Right? He didn't just have a dream of being injured and then got injured in the exact same way. Someone had to inflict that wound upon him. Well, he's in the hospital, he's in a coma, and that night in the hospital, Alex has another dream. But one of the other students at the academy, Vinder, the general, both of his parents and Sarah have the same dream that Alex does. So he finds himself in this giant tower, and he's walking up the steps to a top where there's a dais right in the middle of the room and 7 archways going around the outside, and then a large path going through to another platform. And above each of the archways is a symbol for one of the different elements. And he sees standing in each of the archways, like his parents, Sarah, Vinder, Liliana, and 2 figures in the Flame and Frost arches that are shadowed, but he can tell are looking straight at him. And
wow.
Everybody else is having the dream from their point of view of standing in the archway, looking around, seeing the others, and looking at Alex. And then this guy walks across the platform from the other side with great big old white wings, and he motions for Alex to come across to where he's standing over there. But then something attacks the tower and rips the top of it off. Everything goes black, and everybody else wakes up. Alex does not wake up. So immediately they all go to check on Alex. And when they all get there, they realize, okay, this was a weird dream that we all just had at the same time. And now something is happening with Alex. Why didn't he wake up? like what tore the roof off? Why is everything going black? They don't know.
He's
But Alex isn't waking
comatose.
up.
Alex became comatose.
Yeah, but he was comatose before, and then they all had a dream where they saw him awake in the dream until something attacked the place in the dream, and then they all woke up, but he didn't. So this
Dude.
is very strange to everybody. Nobody has any idea what's going on. Even the Archons, like this is a first for them. They're like, this has never happened before. They have no idea what's going on.
There's some strange Matrix things going on, aren't there?
No.
Oh.
It is nothing like the Matrix.
Okay, so what happens? Come on.
Sierra stays with him while everybody else goes to investigate because there's nothing to do at the hospital with Alex in a coma. So
Right.
Sierra stays there with him because she doesn't want to leave him now. Not now that this dream's happened.
Right.
And so yeah, at some point during the night, she leans over to give him a kiss, and she touches his core. When she does that, both his body and her disappear.
Wow.
And they reappear on that dais on the other platform in the tower. Alex's body is gone, but Sarah is sitting there on the dais, and the guy with the white wings is standing right there. And he mentions that a shadow attacked the tower. He was looking for Alex, and he knew he was there. And Alex fled outside of the tower into a place called the Forge. And he told Sarah, like, if you want him back, you're gonna have to go get him because I can't leave this tower.
Wow.
So yeah, so Sarah goes out into the Forge looking for Alex. And now the Forge is a gigantic desert, basically, that has sandstorms that are raging around there constantly, and they're electrified. So it's a natural place for Sarah to be, and she doesn't think that Alex is going to be damaged by the electricity in any meaningful way because he's never been damaged by hers. And now that he's a light elementalist, he should be fairly well protected. But
Right.
he's also just been sliced open, laid in a coma for a week, and attacked by a giant shadow monster.
Right.
So she doesn't know what's going to happen. So she's looking for him. And so she's wandering through the desert. She has a feeling that's leading her in a particular direction. And she gets to this clearing in the middle. And there's Alex, unconscious, laying on the ground in the middle of this clearing. And sitting right beside him is a gigantic purple wolf, like looking dead at her.
Wow. Interesting.
So, yeah, she carefully comes up, afraid that the wolf is gonna try to, like, kill Alex or something.
No kidding.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a conversation. Yeah, because the wolf starts talking to her.
You know what you should do? You should do like an audiobook. I think you could do an audiobook.
I gotta finish writing the entire story down first before I hire somebody to read it.
What? You would read it? What do you mean? Oh, you wouldn't read your own book, really? Oh, okay.
Nah, you want to get up like a professional to do the reading.
Oh, okay. I thought you had who do you think you would hire for it?
I don't know.
Huh.
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Interesting. I thought you could do have it published as an audiobook as you go. Because you probably have a pretty good amount of story already developed, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I have a large portion of it done already. if you are in the game already, Q, I am standing in Gridania, right outside of the newbie, like the first house that you have to go into. I don't know what your name is, but I see people running past that. No offense, but most of them are too well dressed to be a newbie.
Hey, Trimu! You're enjoying this reading of it? I know, right? Naruto, we love you. We like the idea of you reading your own story, I think. You have a great voice.
Well, this wolf is one of the Spectra named Zell. And Zell challenges Syrah to a test. And Zell mentions why this place is called the Forge, right? It's for forging people into better elementalists. And in Syrah's case, Zell wants to forge her into something even more powerful. And she asks what this has to do with Alex, and Zell says it doesn't have anything to do with Alex. He just stumbled over here and fell down. Like, I'm talking to you. And yeah, so Zell mentions that, like, this place is called the Forge for a reason, right? It's designed to break you. It's going to kill you. And then it's going to reforge you into something stronger than you were before. Something more elemental.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so, yeah. Syrah agrees to the trial, and she becomes the Archon of Shock. What Zell was offering her was Archonship. Now, Archonship comes with a couple of prices, right? I didn't mean that as a pun, but that happened. Some people may call them boons, other people may call them curses, but if you become an Archon, you get a dramatic increase in your power. You get power over elementalists of your type. So if somebody is being a bad shock elementalist, you can decide that they no longer have the ability to use shock. This is why Archons are so dangerous. If you're facing an army that has a shock Archon on the other side, you can't field shock elementalists against them, because they can snap their fingers and turn all of them off. This is why nobody wants to step to the academy, because there were 3 Archons there. So Stone, Wave, and Gravity are immediately useless when attacking the academy.
Yeah, that would suck. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, and now that there's a light elementalist there, they don't want to run the risk of him being able to shut off everything.
Wow.
And they fundamentally lack the understanding of what it is that light does to the other elements. Because they don't have a frame of reference. And so they assume that if any of those elementalists can shut off, if the Archons can shut off their own element, maybe light can shut off everything. So
no, thank you.
They absolutely don't want Alex like there. So another side effect of being an Archon is you don't die. Technically, you don't need to eat and you don't need to breathe. You won't die of natural causes because you are sustained by the elements. As long as the element survives, you survive.
Who wants to be an Archon? Sign me up.
That is not to say you can't be killed.
Oh.
Because you can be killed.
Dang it.
There's a difference between being immortal and being invincible.
Okay. That's true.
So you're not going to die, but you can be killed.
Okay.
And
fair.
If you are killed, or should you choose to pass on the Archonship, you then become the next Spectra. So, Zell, I think is this Q right here? Q. Yep, this is Q. I am dressed as an adventurer.
Ooh.
And it's raining.
I like rain. Rain
It
good.
rains. It rains a lot in Gridania.
I like the name Gudania. It sounds like flowers,
Oh, trade.
doesn't
You
it?
can't trade. You might. Oh, I don't know if you can trade. Oh. Yeah, because you're on the trial. I can't trade to you. Okay. I can just, like, I can be a Reaper.
Okay, okay. You can't be, okay. You can't die of old age, but you're also not immortal. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Put my hat back on.
Interesting. Interesting.
There you go. Blessing of the Dragon.
Ooh. Okay.
So yeah, this is what's being offered to Syrah by Zell. Like you're going to live basically forever if you manage to not get yourself killed. And whenever you do eventually die, if there is an afterlife, you don't get to go there. You are forever bound to the element. You are going to take Zell's place and become the next Spectra. And then you would then choose your own Archon. This is called the Procession of Elements. And it's the fate of everyone who chooses to become an Archon that they will eventually become the next Spectra and then have to choose an Archon for themselves.
That is an interesting ecosystem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is a very interesting ecosystem.
Tarnamog. Human Tarnamog.
I don't like what is happening here. This is not very well balanced, I think. This right here is not very well balanced. Okay.
Suspicious. He killed me.
So Chimu's saying, so you're immortal, not immortal. What? Oh my gosh, I need to stretch. Oh, this hurts. I need to stretch. Okay.
Yes.
I need to bounce this off somehow. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
So yeah, Syrah accepts. She becomes the next Archon of Shock. She
Ooh.
gets Alex. She takes him back to the academy. By the time Alex and Syrah get back at the academy, they're being attacked by an army of people who are calling themselves the Shadow Elementalists.
Oh no.
They've come looking for Alex, and then Syrah and
no.
Alex show up, and between Syrah's just raw power and Alex's ability to brandish light, he cured me.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Ah, excuse me. Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna stand here and.
We're happy to hear
No.
more about the story if you're happy to tell it. I don't know how much you want to talk about it because of spoilers or whatever. But I think we're all fascinated.
Well, we're getting on towards the end of the
Really?
of the first book.
Ah, how many books do you have so far?
Of the stories between Alex and Syrah, there are 7. Of the next set of stories, with Serena and Matthew, there are 7 of those. Of the
Ooh.
next set of stories after that, with Carter and Ashley, there are currently 6 of those, and I'm working on the 7th. And then there's another side story set on a different planet in the same system called Ember.
Ooh.
And there are 10 of those.
Can I
And then
volunteer
there's-
to be your voice in the audiobook?
There are also about 25 or so short stories.
Oh
of
my
which
gosh.
the story of what happened when Alex and Sarah were in kindergarten is one of them.
Okay. I want to be the voice. I think we all like your voice, though. I think, man, Trumu agrees with me. I think Trumu, we both like your voice, so I can, yeah, I can be cool and like be hired by you. Although I don't know how cool my voice is for that kind of thing, though. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, look, the story ends. They beat off the Shadow Elementalists, and the army retreats. As the army retreats, the commander of the Shadow Army is standing on a hill outside of the academy, just standing there. And they realize that Alex is missing. They can't find him. He's not anywhere inside the academy or outside of it. They have no idea where he is. And the general goes out to talk to the Shadow Commander on the hill, and he said that they didn't retreat. They left because they got what they wanted. And that's
So they grabbed him?
Yeah, that's when they realized they took Alex. And
no.
they vanished into thin air. And they spend the next 2 years looking for him, unable to find him.
They actually got away with kidnapping him?
Yep.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Wow, how rude. Kidnapping somebody? Wow, that's true jerk mode, huh? Jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to fix this iron line, apparently. Apparently we are stuck with iron. Alright, let's see here. I think I need to use this balancer here for it. Pretty sure I need to use this balancer. Because this... This is clearly not working out. Okay, so... Oh, wait a minute. I don't know about you guys. I'm guessing you guys love the story of his book as much as I do. I think Narisham is so good at telling the story. Like... And he can like tell it with a particular kind of a tone, like because right now he's just telling the story casually, right? But like, I would love to hear Narisham actually tell the story like in actual story mode when you're narrating it with like emotion and like authority, like in character. You know, that'd be to me very interesting to hear. Because Narisham already has a nice voice. Why is this not going? Why is this not going? What the Beeposaurus? Oh, okay. I done goofed. Not really, but yeah. Okay. There we go. I think we have plenty of iron. We just somehow weren't using all of it. Nah. What was, It was shift control, right? Yeah. It was shift control. Stop. Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to frickin' A. What the heck? I am not. This is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get rid of those things. Okay, thanks. Thanks, bye. There we go. Oh, here we go. I can override it like that. Okay, good. Excellent. I don't need to use undergrounds if I don't need to use undergrounds. It's really that simple. Okay. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Okay. So. So, this is already doing this. We are already doing this. So we are running out. Oh, crap. Crud, oh crud, we are running out of iron at some point because our earlier base game node is running out. However, we are not actually out like I thought we were. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right, Q. You take care. Thank you for the update. I forgot to respond to your wife actually about your update. Thank you. Thank her for letting us know. Glad you're doing well. I think we all have kind of a peace of mind now that you're doing great. And sleep well. Rest is probably one of the most important things for you right now. So yes. I hope you sleep well.
I sent you a friend request in Final Fantasy 14 as well.
Ooh, me?
Well, no, I haven't met your character yet.
Oh, okay.
You a friend request. He's standing right next to me. He is also a cat boy.
Ah, fancy. I'll have to take care of the friend request situation at some point so that we can add each other. Yeah. We'll have to take care of that. Ah, excuse me. Oh, and he has accepted your friend request.
Yes, he has turned orange.
Excellent. Oy vey. All right, so
I can't actually give him anything until the trial is over.
Oh, yeah. The trial is over? Wait, what? Oh, he has to go through a class trial, huh? Isn't that right?
No, he's on the trial period of the game.
Oh,
you can play for free all the way up through.
Oh shoot! What
Stormblood.
the hell? Oh my
but
god!
You can't like trade with people. You can only make hold so much money. You can't like join a free company or like, any of the fancy extra stuff you can't do. But you can play the main story and you can like craft and level up and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, Q was trying to figure out the recruitment code thing. Let's see.
So when you make your, did you make a mock station account? You probably did, right? Let me see if I can figure out
What am I doing?
where the recruitment code goes.
Okay, let's see. Let's fix this. Let's fix this, yo ski, yo skinator. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am trying to figure out a better way to balance this, and because I want all the other things.
I think I was already recruited, so I don't have the option on my store anymore. But on your Mark Station homepage, there should be a spot to enter it there.
Okay. I'm going to do something ridiculous.
Yeah, the code may require you to go ahead and buy the full version. And I think when you buy the full version, you get 30 days free.
Ooh, fancy.
I think they still do that. I don't remember if Dawn Trail comes with the whole thing. It might not. I think you have to buy the base and Dawn Trail separate. But Dawn Trail is like several games down the road. You don't need Dawn Trail yet.
Ha! Yet. Welcome to the chaos. Welcome to the chaos. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, it's telling him he doesn't have the character to transfer to the full version? Oh, yeah.
It might be because you're still logged in. The website
Oh.
doesn't update until after you log out. And you have to wait like 3 hours or so.
Oh, no.
But that's just for it to like get everything connected to the server.
Let's see. How am I doing this? How am I doing? Oh, I don't have any more. What the Beeposaurus? Man! Lame. That's you have a pretty cool story going so far, Narsham. You know what we could do?
That is the first part of the story. It gets
No,
a little
we-
crazier in the second.
So you know what we could do? I thought of another sort of collab-ish idea, and there's no pressure. Just an idea for you to think about if you feel up to it at all. We could do like story time with Narsham. And you could have like a story time segment. Think about it.
I would have only a segment on the Storytime with Nourishim stream.
I mean, I'm just trying to ease you into it. Because I think we have all enjoyed you telling your story about your books tonight. It has been super cool, and I think it's a really neat, like, it's something different. And not me just talking Factorio, but people got to hear something different, and it's a really freaking creative story. And I'm just inviting you to do that more often, if you would like. No pressure. Maybe you want to think about it. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It could be another collab-ish kind of thing. I don't know.
It can be incentive for people to come watch our Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
You can get 2 stories for the price of 1.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. I think that's super cool. Because it's been a nice change for me to hear you talk about your story on stream instead of me thinking out loud. You know, I've enjoyed that a lot tonight. I'm guessing you've enjoyed talking about your story, but I've enjoyed hearing
I always enjoy talking about my story. I've spent a lot of time nailing down what I think is a good story.
How long have you been working on this?
It
I know, right?
it depends, right? So the
Oh, it's so
basic
funny.
ideas of this story started to come together when I was about 17, because I was unhappy with how the elemental magic system worked in
Right.
fiction. Because everybody
Right.
wanted to say the elements are all about balance, but every single time
Yeah.
you look at elements, there's a fire mage, a pyromancer, who has like 50 spells. There's an ice mage, a cryomancer, who has like 40 spells.
Right.
And then there's an elementalist, which is earth, ice, shock, and water all rolled into one, and they have about 20 spells. And I'm like, you call that balance?
Psych.
I'm like, what? Why don't we have an Aquamancer over here that has 30 spells of their own? You think that water can't be as dangerous as fire? Have you ever seen what a water jet can do? Imagine rain coming down at that velocity.
Yeah. Oh, Chumor has a suggestion. Have you considered getting the first one polished and published to let you work on this more? Ooh.
Yes, but there's a reason that I haven't.
Oh, what's that?
Between the three, what I call arcs of this story, the Dreamer arc with Alex, the Sun Chaser arc with Serena, and the Spacer arc with Carter, there is time travel involved between different points in this story. And one thing I absolutely hate is when you have to retcon your story because you write yourself to a place down the line where something you wrote earlier doesn't make sense anymore.
Oh,
And
okay.
It happens all the time in media that I really, really want to love, but it always pulls me out when it happened. When it happened with Tolkien and The Hobbit.
Oh, okay.
Tolkien actually had as many copies of The Hobbit recalled as he could while he rewrote Chapter 5 to make it make sense with what was now happening in The Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Brandon Sanderson had to retcon some of the Wheel of Time to make it fit because of the disparity of what was happening between how he ended the story and how Robert Jordan had left off the story. J.K. Rowling retconned a lot of stuff in the Harry Potter series to the point of having to delete an entire magical item in the 5th book because it was causing her too many problems. And that's the Time Turners. That's why she destroyed them all in book 5, because the ability to go back in time and change stuff literally solved every problem in the wizarding world.
Wow. Okay.
So,
okay.
If you're looking for a combiner, pull out the book that I gave you. It has like an 8-to-3 merger on it.
Which book are you referring to?
In Factorio. If you need to combine all those belts down into 3, I gave you a book that has all sorts of belt balancers on it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Belts and balancers. Here we go. Okay. Yes, you did. Silly me. Okay, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Thanks for the reminder.
I don't like retconning. And because I know that the story involves time travel, I need to know every major plot point throughout the entirety of all 3 of these story arcs. Before I finish the first book entirely. Because if somebody in the last book manages to go back to the first book, I need to make sure that they appear in the first book even though nobody has any idea who they are, right? So if on book 28 of the series, somebody goes back in time and they bump into Alex the day of his trial, and that interaction isn't in the first book, like some people might be okay with it, but if it is in the first book and you see, okay, Alex bumped into this person wearing a weird hat and they were being very strange and he rushed off rather quickly to get away from them, right? If just that little throwaway reaction is in the first book, and then like 28 books later you find out that the weird person that bumped into Alex with the funny hat was the protagonist of the 28th story, like, that's gonna blow people's minds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's exactly the kind of like tidbits that I need to know so that I can insert them into the earlier chapters.
Right.
So I want to get the entire thing and all the major plot points and everything ironed out in its entirety, so that I make sure that all the references and foreshadowing of things to come are there. I want to make sure that all the references of things that are happening with time travelers are in there. I want to make sure that all of Chekhov's guns are loaded and placed everywhere, so that when these things come around later, you can't say that I didn't drop hints that this was something that could have happened or that was about to happen. Because
Right.
I love it when that happens in a story where I don't see something coming, as it takes me completely out of left field. But then on like a reread, or I go back and I look, and sure enough, all the clues to figure it out was there, and I saw them, but I put the puzzle together wrong and came to the wrong conclusion. I love when that kind of stuff happens, because it's like, okay, I need to be smarter about what's happening in this story now, because I put all of this together wrong a minute ago and there's still more pieces here, like something else is going on. So yeah, that's why I haven't gone ahead with the first one yet. I need to know. Yeah, I need to know what is gonna happen with Guardian the Time Travel.
Yeah, it gets kind of awkward if the story ends up changing and you have to recall things. That's a kind of a pain in the tuchus that you probably don't want to deal with. I definitely get that. Yeah. Q, I have to track. I thought I had your blueprint saved, and I seem to have not followed through with that. I have to go find it. Maybe I can find it now, actually. Let's see. Was it in the Factorio blueprints? I don't even know. Let's see. Where did Q leave it? Where could it be? Let's see. Oh man.
I like the idea of an unreliable narrator. And sorry, I interrupted you. I was talking the truth. Go ahead.
No, please go ahead, please. Oh, is this it? No, wait. Oh yeah, haha! Rainquist belt balancer. Ah, found it. No, you can go ahead. No, go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, I love the idea of an unreliable narrator. I like that, and I like the idea of using a trope in a way that is not the standard way that you use the trope. So, like I have a narrator that can kind of seem like an unreliable narrator in this story, because the story is being narrated by somebody else from the outside way after the fact of what's happening in the story. So like when you first like crack open the first page, what you're reading is from a narrator that's telling you about a mistake that they made, and they're lamenting the idea of time, right? And the idea that time heals all wounds. And they say those people just don't understand time. They haven't known it well enough. Like, it's cruel and sadistic. And so, and they launch into why, and then they say, well, I can't really tell you my story without telling you their story first. And then they start telling you about Alex and Sarah. And then, like, over the course of the stories there, you get to figure out who the narrator is that is telling the story, and why they are telling it the way they are, and why they feel so guilty about what happened. Yeah, like Chekhov's gun. I want to make sure that they're all placed and loaded all throughout the story.
Brilliant.
But I also like the idea of taking a common trope, and like this series borderlines on science fiction and fantasy, and taking these famous tropes like the Chosen One and turning it around in a way that's rarely ever done before, or when it is done, is not actually spoken of that it's done like that. And in this case, like for example, we have the Chosen One. Alex very much falls into line of the Chosen One trope, because he's the light elementalist. And you learn in the second book that he was not only the light elementalist, he was supposed to be the Archon of light. He was supposed to restart light elementalists in humanity, but he was taken by the shadow before he could become Archon. And in the second book, they actually it's Sarah that finds Alex 2 years later. She's now a full-fledged member of the military. She's working with Wade Hollows, Alex's godfather. Together they have a little unit that they call Rock and Shock, and they come across a contingent of shadow elementalists being led by the shadow commander, who's still dressed the same way he was when he attacked the academy. So they take him by surprise. They subdue the shadow elementalists. They're fighting the shadow commander. Sarah gets the upper hand on him. She starts beating on the mask that he's wearing until she shatters it. And when she shatters it, the person under the mask is Alex. And she just collapses, like right there. Like, and he starts teasing her about it. Like, is that the best that you can do, Short Spark? Huh? Just like that,
Short
and you
Spark?
give up?
What?
And then he moves to actually try to kill her, and Wade has to rescue her and carry her off.
That's hilarious.
And like, she spends the next part of that story like in the medical wing, just having completely given up. And when the general calls her out on it, like, she unleashes a display of power that nearly tears that half of the hospital apart. And like she mentions, like, I could tear this planet in half. I am so much power. And all I ever wanted to do with it was protect him, and I failed to do it. And now they've created an enemy that's defeated me without ever throwing a punch, and there's nothing that I can do about it. And like, she is utterly heartbroken about this. And
yeah, no, I would be too.
Yeah, Alex is leading the enemy army. So here we have the Chosen One, who is supposed to be like the advent of light, but what he did was create the ultimate shadow that nobody could stop.
So he went to the dark side.
Kind of. It's not as simple as, oh, well, he's just a bad guy now.
Oh, okay.
Well, Sarah sets out to save him. And Archie, which is the guy in the tower with the wings, he's the Spectre of Light. He provides Sarah with a way to possibly save Alex. And she jumps on it. But in order to do it, she has to break the taboo.
Right.
Because Alex's core was corrupted by the Shadow Elementalists. In
Dang.
order to free him, they have to purify his core. And they have to do that against his will. Although it would be saving him, it is also breaking the taboo because he's not giving them permission to do it.
Right.
So Sarah is willing to make the sacrifice to save Alex. And this is what Archie offers her. Because Archie tells him, if you can break the Shadow's hold on his core enough so that I can get in there, I can turn him into the Archon and bring him back. That's the promise that she's writing on right here.
Right.
So she, over the course of the second story, she sets off to do this, and she does. Like she, right near the end of the story, like she's fighting him again, and she manages to break the hold. But now the rules of the elements come into play here, because remember, the Archons are immortal.
Right.
So what happens when someone who's immortal and being sustained by the elements breaks the primary taboo of the elements? They can't die.
Dang.
Or they can, but they would become the Spectra. Now Zell knows this.
Right.
So instead of allowing Sarah to break the taboo, Zell does it instead.
Wow.
So now you have a being who literally can't be killed. Because Zell is the embodiment of the elements. What happens when this being breaks the taboo?
Right. Wow.
So like this is what's happening. I spend the whole first book systematically laying down the rules of the elements so that I can break them in the second one and show you, okay, this is what happens when you take this rule and pit it up against this rule when they're kind of exclusive of each other. Like what would happen if an Archon's Spectra broke the taboo, which is what Zell does. And the answer is the universe gets very, very confused.
Dang.
So, Alex's core is sealed off with Shadow. Zell shatters that seal and puts herself inside of Alex's core. But in doing so, Sarah just kind of vanishes into a purple mist.
Wow. Okay.
Because the rule of the taboo had to apply. It could not apply to Zell. So it applied to Sarah. But Sarah didn't fit the category of making this rule apply. So although she disappeared, she didn't die. Alex knows that she didn't die because he can feel the Spectra that's in his core, and he knows that this is Zell that's inside of him. If Sarah had died, that would have been Sarah inside of him and not Zell. Which is what Sarah was planning to do to begin with. But he now knows that Zell is like holed up inside of his core because she told him that, you know, I'm Zell, I'm not Sarah. But she didn't know where Sarah was. Okay, so now Sarah's gone somewhere.
But not dead.
Yeah, she's not dead because Zell is still Zell. And if Sarah had died, Sarah would have taken her place. So Alex knows that she's alive somewhere, but wherever that somewhere is, it's not here. And they have no idea where it is. And Alex is not exactly in a position to go look for her because, yeah, he's kind of free from the shadow corruption now. Like he's not actively working for the shadow, but he's not the person that he was before.
Right.
Because from his point of view, the choices he made as the shadow commander were his choices. He understands his rationale for making all those choices and why he made them.
Right.
So, like, from his point of view, like, he doesn't feel beholden to the being that's running the shadow anymore. But on the same note, he's not beholden to the light either. Like he's
like,
in
he
the
doesn't
middle.
have a specific allegiance.
Yeah, he doesn't have an allegiance anymore. And they find this out in spades when they take him into custody, which they do after this battle. And Alex is there and Sierra isn't. They naturally arrest him because they don't know what his motivations are. They don't know what he's going to do, what's happening.
Right.
So, and while he's in custody, it's his mom that confronts him about turning to the shadow. Like, how could you of everybody turn to the shadow? And he said, they convinced me. Like, and she's like how could they convince you? And she she didn't understand it until they started stripping him down to put him in like nondescript clothes, like prisoner clothes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they see that his body is completely covered in scars from his wrist all the way up. His entire body is crisscrossed with scars. And the doctor examining him says it looks like somebody flayed his skin off and then put it back and healed it, and then did it again as soon as it was healed.
Oh,
and they did this thousands of times.
So he was abused.
He was tortured. And he tells them exactly how he was tortured. The people that were torturing him were wearing the faces of his friends and family. So it was his mom, his dad, it was Sierra, it was the general that were coming in and doing these horrible things to him and telling him over and over and over again that he was worthless and they didn't care about him. And eventually, you can only take so much of that before you break.
Right.
And Alex says everybody breaks. And when they saw this, his mom like asked again, like, my God, what did they do? And Alex was like, I told you, they convinced me. And like that's all that he says on the matter. So Alex is not the shining example of light anymore, even though he is now the light archon. They turn him into the light archon. He thinks, like, he finds it extremely funny that the salvation of the world is to be found in the hands of the people who damned it in the first place. Like, he says that to another character. Like, that's the peak of irony.
Yeah, that is something, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, I love, and that is just the chosen one trope. And I have to admit, the only other time I've seen the chosen one trope where the chosen one turns out to be the chosen one for the bad guys is in Star Wars. But for some reason it's there, but George Lucas never actually comes out and says, like, this is what happened. Because Anakin Skywalker was the chosen one. He did bring the Force back into balance. What nobody was realizing, that it was out of balance in favor of the light. Anakin was the one that balanced it back between light and darkness.
Yeah.
Because after Anakin and Order 66, there were 2 Jedi and there were 2 Sith.
Right.
So he did what the prophecy said he was going to do. He brought the Force back into balance. It's just it needed to be corrected to the side of darkness.
Wow. I never really thought of it that way, I think. That's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't think of it that way, but I love that idea of, okay, you have a chosen one, but what if he's not the chosen one for the good guys?
Right. Right. Exactly.
And then what would happen if after he gives the dark side all of his power, they bring him back to the good side? Like, what kind of a person would he be then? Having been fully corrupted and now broken of that corruption, how much of that corruption is still there? How much did it change his personality and who he is?
Right.
And you end up with a hero who is very much like an anti-hero in the way that he behaves. Like, he's chaotic good at best.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, it's been oh my gosh, it's 3 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, hi, Edna. Oh, you haven't eaten your fruities yet. Oh my god. This is what?
Aren't you supposed to be in bed, Q? I think I'm
Oh,
keeping
yeah!
I'm keeping people awake by telling stories.
I told you you're a great storyteller. You didn't believe me. See? The proof is in the audience. You're welcome. You are welcome. See? But I have to get going because Dedrick! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, Narisham is a spectacular author who is writing a series, and it is amazing, and you missed out on the whole thing.
Right, so we'll start it from the beginning. There's this boy named Alex.
I know, right? I'll give you until I fix this thing. I need to fix this. This is getting on my nerves. This balancing situation is getting on my nerves. Or I fall asleep at the computer. Either way. YOLO.
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 You fall asleep at the computer, you wake up, and the biters have eaten the entire factory.
No! Don't speak that! No. Don't. No. I will cry. You hear me? I will freaking cry.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
You will have to watch the VOD for the stories.
You'll have to watch. You've got 3 hours of story, bruh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so tired. I had a really rough day too. I had a really rough day. I had an allergic reaction during work, and we were short-staffed, and it was super busy for our staffing. And I'm really glad Allegra actually helped, because if my eyes shut, then I'd have to call out, which would have sucked for the rest of the team. You'll just put it on 5x speed. That's the spirit.
Put it on 5x. Let the chipmunks tell the story.
Man, dang chipmunks. That is a great story time right there. Oh man. All right, well, I need to get going. I suppose I hate saying that because Dadrick just came, but yeah. Yeah,
I stuck around for an entirely second stream. I've already put in 3.5 hours of streaming today.
I know. Oh, Dadrick, you missed the update though. Narishim, you're not. No, Dadrick, are you into Final Fantasy? You. No, me being on novice has nothing to do with what has happened. What has happened is we have been thoroughly enjoying Narishim's storytelling of the book he's writing. That's what has happened. And in the meantime, I've used 3 hours to figure out this. Well, you figured out in like 2 seconds in your own map. It's fine. But are you like Final Fantasy, right, Dadrick? Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah. You have to be specific. There are 16 of them.
14.
Not counting spin-offs.
14. Oh, you might not have time for it. Oh, okay. Well, the Narshim, Q and I are starting Final Fantasy 14 on Tuesdays. If you have time for it, you're welcome to join us. If you like the game.
Oh yeah, she also did make Crooked Lines of Roboports.
Wow.
She did that, yeah.
Yes, shush. They're not that crooked. It looks lovely. See that? See this? It's a nice line, except for this part, which I haven't plugged in yet. But yeah, I now have a whole thing. This whole area is now covered. So Khan was teasing me about having not enough Roboport
See how
coverage.
these lines over here kind of curve up? And those get like really close together down there, and then they spread up and get really close together.
Yeah. You know, I mean, tomato, potato. I mean, really. But the bottom line is the coverage is even. Okay.
I would say the bottom line is not straight.
Wow. The map looks like a circuit board. Thanks. Actually, I can support that. That's a true statement. My overrated or underrated, I don't know. My chaos of power poles. I'm just trying to help the robots. I'm just trying to help the robots, man. You know, that's where it's at.
What are these green holes in that one down there? What's going on?
Green holes? What?
Yeah,
green holes?
You got a lot of coverage up there, but you see all these little holes? Yeah, look at all those holes. You get that big, like,
this
green peninsula right there.
This right here. Hey, Yui! Hey, Yui Fire! Welcome back.
Yeah, I mean, I clearly see Factory that is not in the orange part, and there's a whole, like, right in the middle right there, there's a whole green area. There's a whole, there's,
Okay.
there could be a lot,
All
there
right.
could be a lot more Roboports, I'm just saying.
That, I can't detect sarcasm right now. Is that sarcasm or like, you're like, hey, by the way, you're legit missing some?
Yes.
Okay. Yes to both. I got it. Stay tuned.
I don't know. You were saying you wanted to help the robots, and you know they're having to work really hard in those areas because there's no charging stuff.
Man! Ooh, Q is saying it's their full fault for distracting with story. Oh!
See, we could accept that if that part of the factory had not already been built.
Oh!
When the story began.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So that's true. That does bring a good point. See, Fire is also bringing some logic. You would. Interesting. You would Fire. Yeah, maybe. You might be right, Dadrick. You Fire, do you want to clarify how to say your name, or am I saying it right? I think you gave us a nickname last time, right? A shorter version of the name?
I know. Uwuifire seems like the way that you would say it. Uwifire, or Uwifire, both work. Okay, both works. I feel like I automatically say Uwifire. Ooh, wow. You're telling me you don't know what a uwu is?
I don't. What is this freaking? I don't know what that is. No.
Yeah. Streamer doesn't know the meme.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I failed. My bird. My bad. Yeah.
How about Ara?
Is that the first part of my name on repeat? Ara? No?
I think education needs to happen before a VTuber you can become.
Oh boy. Okay, well you might be the perfect person for the job.
Oh, there's a video.
Story. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So Lady A is just innocent. I'd like to preserve my innocence, thank you. I appreciate it. 100 points into refuse and deny. What the heck? I must be tired. I am so tired. What was I gonna say? It's been a long day today. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Dadric, if you don't feel like if you don't have the bandwidth to join Final Fantasy, then certainly no worries and no pressure. But just you are welcome to join us if you feel like it. But yeah. Just let me know so that I can add you to the group, because I am making a group like Factorio and whatnot. I am making a group for that. And
you need to watch that video that
Great.
Uwu just posted. It is the perfect explanation.
Can you post that in Discord? Can you post that in Discord? Because I will lose it.
Just gonna slide this in here. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. So today's Tuesday. Well, it's officially Wednesday because it's midnight 33. But Wednesday, there's no stream. Thursday, we're back for Factorio multiplayer. Friday might be Tailspire. And yeah. Special thanks for Narishim joining us and telling us his story. Super entertaining. Very nice. And
played up on Monday, Final Fantasy on Tuesday.
Yes, thank you. Played Up. You know, we did a fantastic job on Played Up. We franchised that pizzeria. That's amazing.
And next week, we're going to fail on the first try because I'm going to forget how the kitchen works.
I want to retry the taco. I think we could win the taco. Played Up was crazy yesterday. I know, right? How did the taco stand go? We ended up failing because we couldn't clear the dishes fast. We couldn't clear a couple tables fast enough. I really feel like, so I think...
You would have done better if that restaurant was a different shape.
Yeah, I think so. But I think for the pizza, our magic ticket for the pizza was the fact that we had an automatic dishwasher. But if we don't have an automatic dishwasher, I feel like a fourth player who is designated to dishwashing specifically, whoever that fourth player is, even if the fourth player switches out, like if it's you or me or Glenn or someone else, like I feel like we need a designated dishwasher to keep the clean dishes coming, because if we pause and wash dishes, it like throws things off with how busy it gets. Redeem of hydrate. All right, hold on. Thank you. I hope you heard that. Q, you spent all your channel points on tomato? That's funny. That's hilarious. That's what they're there for. But I do feel like we need like a specific dishwasher so that the servers can focus on serving. Because having the double dishwashers, the double magical dishwashers was actually really nice. I think that saved us. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble. So I feel like we could definitely use that for the tacos and for all the other ones. No, Q, what are you suggesting? You should put that in the mods channel, Q, because I will lose it in chat. And my arms don't want to cooperate to actually copy and paste that. But also, why are you being the meansies, huh? All of the meansies. Oh, you know because I shouldn't use it. Let's see. Oh, interesting. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, yeah. So I think, I'm guessing Carmine isn't joining us anymore because he hasn't been there for a while. I don't want to assume that, but if anybody else wants to join as a fourth player, that could work too. I would just have to make sure that Carmine, it's not going to conflict with Carmine, but he hasn't really, I think maybe he was just a guest for a couple of times and I don't think he's planning on coming back. So he's been kind of quiet. But yeah, what do you think? And what do you think, Nari? Do you have any opinion on that?
On Played Up and other people?
Meaning like the having a specific person for the dishwasher, regardless of who is assigned, to keep the clean dishes going, so that the servers don't have to focus on that. You know what I mean?
You're suggesting we hire a dishwasher?
Yeah, like if we have a fourth person, like for example, if person A was our fourth player, you know, the person A and for example Glenn could serve, and I could be assigned to dishwashing, and my whole responsibility would be to keep dishes coming, so that the servers are not slowed down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but in some restaurants we would need a second person in the kitchen.
Yeah, and so Plate Up only allows for 4 characters, right? 4 players, right?
Yep.
So are you okay with being the only person in the kitchen, or would you prefer help?
It depends on what's being cooked.
Okay. Interesting.
And,
okay.
like, how much like prep stuff I have, right? Because
Right.
if we like on that pizza place, if we get 2 more grabbers.
Okay.
Well, no, just 1 more grabber. I
Right.
would have all of my other prep like automated, right? Because the tomato sauce is already automated. Now
Right.
the mushrooms are automated. So I need 1 more grabber to make the onions automated. And then I guess technically 1 more grabber after that to make the cheese fully automated.
Yeah.
And then all I have to do is run to each station and pick up the stuff and just literally start assemble the pizza. I won't
Right,
have
so
anything anymore. So if I have that much
automation's
stuff
really
in the
your
kitchen,
friend.
I don't need somebody else back there. But if I have like 5 different things that I have to chop and I don't have any automation,
Right.
I won't be able to make pizzas and potatoes, for example.
Right. Yeah. So automation's really your friend in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we
and how
probably need
much
to focus
stuff-
on that.
Yeah. Well, other things are harder as well, right? So like
Okay,
with
yeah.
tacos, the taco meat has to be like watched over constantly because it burns really fast. So having somebody
yeah.
else to put up the taco trays and the shells would be helpful. I end up burning taco meat sometimes because I have to go put up the trays and the shells, and I don't get back to the meat in time. So some recipes are
Yeah.
harder that naturally lend themselves to having more people in the kitchen.
Yeah, okay. Oh, cute. You'd be willing to join? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Happy to have you. Q might be
Yeah.
the 4th person. Exciting. So yeah, Q, I'm blanking out on your schedule because it's super late for me. But Mondays, right? Mondays. So Mondays 9 p.m. Eastern time. Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm usually off. Okay, yeah, so maybe it'll be easier for you to join on your off day when you don't have other things going on. That could be pretty cool. I can add you. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, Sinal's welcome. Welcome. Did I see that right? Played up.
Sinal, I think.
Sinal, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I hope it's not like Cindy versus Candy. You know, they're both the same letter, but it's pronounced differently. It hurts. It hurts so much. Okay. All right. Well, so we'll have that to think about. Q, I just added you to the Plate Up. I just added you to Plate Up. And I'm going to go ahead and make a Final Fantasy thing as soon as I'm off stream so I can actually think. And, yeah. Dadrick, you let me know if you want me to add that to you as well. And, yeah. No pressure or all the pressure, you know, depending on what you want. In the words of Glenn, all the pressure. Anyway, anyone to raid? I have 1 person that I can raid to that is live, which is Gianre, who is playing Dead by Daylight. Otherwise, let's see, Factorio. Actually, I can probably search Factorio. see.
I have somebody if you can't.
Who do you have? Who do you have?
A guy who speedruns Kingdom Hearts, Roro Maniac. I will post you the thing
Kingdom Hearts, huh?
in Discord. Bam, this guy.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, okay. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Ah. All right. Let's do it. Let's rate this guy. Thank you for the recommendation, Ari. Appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and resave this because, of course, the first save, like tongs when you're barbecuing, is never good enough.
I always like to rate into smaller streamers when I can.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I think it's like most appreciated when you're doing that because it's most like you can feel it the most.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Again, thank you for the storytelling, Nari. Hopefully you'll come back for more storytelling because I was living the story in my head while you were telling it. I don't know about anybody else. And then, of course,
there are
Dajik
many
missed out.
more stories.
Oh, I know. I think we're all looking forward to it. Dajik is stuck with the VOD. All right. Anyways, see you guys Thursday. Farewell, 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 farewell. All right. Bye.